Hey guys, DJ Jack back here with you with another video. And in this video, we're going to talk about stations, radio stations. I recommend if you're in these certain cities of areas. So, let's get into it. Yes. Alright. One station that's really, really good, and I highly recommend if you're in the city of New York City, of Manhattan, and you're driving down Hudson Street, I recommend WCBS-FM. It plays 70s, 80s, and 90s, it's like WOGL, and it's by Odyssey too. It's the same company, and it's the same format. And it's similar, you'll hear similar songs that you hear, because it's the same format. It's the sister station of WOGL 98.1, Big 98.1. But this is CBS-FM. And in CBS-FM, they've been around since 1941, I believe it is. They're one of the oldest stations in Manhattan. It's sad, but it's unfortunate. No more oldie stations really play 60s music anymore. And I miss the 60s music being on the radio. I really do. I mean, I really do. But I do have to say, and this is for me, this is what I have to say. I really, really love the 80s. I love the 70s. It's hard for me to imagine, but it's the truth. This is something I want to talk about. The 90s were about 30 to 32 years ago. And I'm like, how in the world is that possible? It is. It's hard to believe that now you're hearing, now 90s are considered oldies. And early 2000s, kind of might be considered oldies to younger people like my age. But to me, I don't consider 90s oldies. Even though 1990 was like 33 years ago or something. It's crazy, isn't it? And they're playing 90s music on the radio now. It's like, I guess it's a thing. Yeah, I guess it's oldies now. It's considered oldies. It's crazy. I still consider the 80s and 70s and 60s the oldies. But I guessing this radio station think 90s is oldies now, which I disagree that they're not, that 90s are oldies. But it's just me. It's just me. But also getting back to radio, I'm going to talk about another station if you're in the Washington, D.C. area, and Virginia area, Richmond or something. 94.7 The Drive is a real station, and it's in D.C. It's another station that's oldies. Let's see here. If you ever travel to Phoenix, Arizona, Big 94.5, and it's the same. Both of these stations are similar to CBS-FM and OGL, both by Odyssey. And if you're in Los Angeles area, definitely listen to the legendary KERF 101. They're also the same format, but they're great. The legendary KERF 101 has been around a really long time, as long as CBS-FM. And my radio DJ hero, one of them, that my Live from the 60s show is basically made tribute to on my channel here when I do Live from the 60s on the weekends. Even though he played the actual music and I sing along to the songs, I still trying to tribute to him. And his name was The Real Don Steele. And he worked at the legendary KERF 101. He was a Los Angeles DJ, very, very famous. And he was a great man. Sadly, he died in 1997 with a drug overdose. But, yeah, it's a shame. I mean, that guy, I will always love the real Don Steele. He had a great personality, a great voice. Everything about him was great. But besides that, we're going to run out of time in a couple minutes. So I just want to say, these are the stations I highly recommend listening to if you're ever in these areas. These are the radio stations I highly recommend, and I think you're great. I just heard on CBS-FM today, The Way It Is, an old 80s song that's I never heard on CBS-FM till now. I didn't even know they played that. Really? I mean, I heard it on Sirius. The only song I heard that song only on Sirius XM. But today I heard it on CBS FM just a second ago. I'm like, I didn't know CBS FM played this song the way it is. Great song, very good classic. If you haven't heard it, definitely listen to it. I forget who it's by. I think it's by Crosby or something. I forget. I can't say who it's by. But I can tell you, it's a great song. It really is. Besides that, I'm DJ Jack. Hit that subscribe button. You love this content. We'll talk later.